Yo, what is going on, everybody? It is Straight Out of Boston, and today I'm back with the start of a brand new NBA 2K16 series here on my channel. It is going to be an Oklahoma City MyLeague series here in the post-Kevin Durant era. We are going to be playing it out as if he will be leaving in free agency in the offseason, and we're going to see if we can get the organization back to the NBA Finals and hopefully to the top of the NBA world by winning an NBA championship. So I'm applying some MyLeague settings here. I'm going to leave the link to these settings in the description. I found them online, of course, and I figured I would try them out. We're also going to be going with Embrace the Paces draft classes for this MyLeague series. So here we go. And we all know how it played out in real life. The Oklahoma City Thunder blew a 3-1 series lead, and the Warriors came out victorious in game number 7. So we take one final look as Kevin Durant and possibly others on this team walk off the court as Oklahoma City Thunder for the final times in their careers. We will see who else gets moved in this offseason that I'm going to be doing into this episode 1 as we respond to seeing the Golden State Warriors go on to win the NBA championship for the second straight season. They did not win 73 games in this simulation, but they did win the NBA championship in 6 games. And there you can see Kevin Durant, no interest in re-signing. He has decided that he wants to seek out other opportunities to try and capture his first NBA championship. So here we go into the offseason, and I had to show the NBA draft lottery. Although we did not have a lottery pick, it played out pretty funny, I thought. So this is where things started to get weird. It was the Wizards who were supposed to have the 6th pick, but they move up into the top 3, as you can see right there. And then the Sixers, who actually had 1 and 4 entering the draft, end up with 4 and 5. It's going to be the Celtics who get the number 1 draft pick. The Sixers really got boned over. I thought that was pretty funny. My original plan was to actually try and see if I could trade Russell Westbrook for the number 1 pick from the Lakers. I was hoping they would get the number 1 pick, and they actually had the number 1 chances, but that pick does end up going to the Sixers as it falls outside of the top 3. So anyway, I decided I still wanted to try and center a trade around the number 1 pick for Russell Westbrook, because I figured Westbrook would probably leave in free agency with Durant going as well. And there you see it, Russell Westbrook for the number 1 pick and R.J. Hunter. So that sets us up to maybe not have the quickest rebuild, but we certainly get our franchise centerpiece in Ben Simmons right away, not waiting more than the first season to pick up the guy we hope will be a successful successor to Kevin Durant. Brandon Ingram goes number 2 to the Sacramento Kings, and then Buddy Hield actually goes 3rd to the Wizards. Number 4 would be Dragon Bender to the Sixers, and then you can see the rest of the guys here. Jaylen Brown, number 5 to the Sixers. Marquise Chris, number 6. This guy who I'd never heard of from Baylor to the Magic at number 7. 2 guys who had not been picked yet, Chris Dunn and Jamal Murray. Dunn actually goes 8. He definitely slipped in the draft, and man, I really thought about it. I was kind of waiting to see where Jamal Murray would fall, because that's who I really wanted to get to play next to Ben Simmons, but man, getting Chris Dunn at number 8 would have been a good idea, but instead we're looking at offers for the number 9 pick, and Enes Kanter along with our number 27 overall pick for the number 9 pick on Lavoy Allen looks like a pretty good deal to me. So I'm going to pull this off. Kanter was a guy I was probably going to move anyway. I definitely want to build around Steven Adams as our starting center. He is an elite interior defender in this game, definitely the type of center that I want to build around. So I decided to trade for the number 9 pick and go with Jamal Murray, the scoring guard right there out of Kentucky. He's listed as a point guard in this game, but I definitely plan on playing him off ball. I think I'm going to start him and Cameron Payne, and I'm not sure if that will prove to be the backcourt of the future for this Thunder squad, but it's just what I'm going to be going with in season number 1. I picked Karis LeVert with the number 47 pick, and then I traded the number 57 pick to the Spurs for a future second, because the Spurs usually dip off pretty quickly in this game, and that is a 2018 second round pick, so I'm hoping that will be a pick in the 30s by the time 2018 rolls around. So you saw a good look at the rest of the lottery there. You can take a look at the guys whose options we're going to be picking up, and that includes Andre Roberson. They didn't actually want me to pick up Roberson's option, but I figured since we're probably going to be a rebuilding team anyway, I'm not too worried about cap space. And I did, adjust the cap settings in this MyLeague so that, hopefully it will have a realistic bump in the cap like it's going up in real life this offseason. So we re-signed Dion Waiters, or I tried to offer Dion Waiters there a 1-year, $3.5 million offer, and hopefully he will come back, and, I'm thinking a nice 6th-man role for him next year. Could try to maximize what he does well. So looking at the free agents, I didn't want to make plays for any of the major free agents. I wanted to play it out realistically, and so I decided to go after Harrison Barnes. That gives us 3 pretty good forwards who are going to be battling for minutes this season between Serge Ibaka, Ben Simmons, and Harrison Barnes, and I think long-term, Simmons and Barnes are going to be my 2 forwards. I think I'm going to eventually move Ibaka, who's in the last year of his contract, but we'll see how he plays this upcoming season for us. I didn't want to move him in the offseason quite yet because I couldn't get anything too good for him. Anyway, I signed Matthew Dellavedova because I needed a veteran guard to kind of spot our younger point guards like Cameron Payne. I did have to release former first-round pick Josh Westis to fit Barnes on the roster, but there you go. We complete that signing. And then only other thing we had to do in this offseason, actually, first we're going to take a look at some of the other free agency signings in this offseason. DeMar DeRozan goes to the Timberwolves. The Lakers signed LeBron James, and they also signed, I believe, someone else here, Hassan Whiteside, as Rondo goes to the Denver Nuggets. But Whiteside and LeBron to the Lakers, that should be a good defensive team. And then the Atlanta Hawks signed Kevin Durant. So there you have it. Durant signs with Atlanta. He is gone from the Oklahoma City Thunder, likely to never come back. We also decided to release Nick Collison, a veteran power forward. He's been with the franchise seemingly forever, but I decided I wanted to give his roster spot to Dion Waiters instead. We eventually signed him with a 1-year, $4 million contract. So here we go. Now looking at the player progression, our best overall player is going to be Steven Adams, 23 years old and 80 overall. A pretty good defensive player. I'm really excited to have him as our future center. Cameron Payne goes up 4 overall points to his 77 also. That was nice to see. We download Embrace the Paces 2017 at draft classes, and then for the training camps, I decided to send Jamal Murray to Untapped Potential, gets his up to an A-, and I wanted to do the same with Simmons, but I didn't realize there's no A+ potential in this game, so luckily we did have one more training camp they gave to us this offseason, and I decided to send Cameron Payne to perimeter defense, and then here I wanted to move Kyle Singler's contract. I threw in a 2019 Oklahoma City first-round pick, and we got a future second and a future first from the Brooklyn Nets. Again, I kind of trade that I figured the Nets are going to be worse than we are in 3-4 years, I would suspect. And then here, I had an interesting trade offer here. I could have thrown in Serge Ibaka and 2 second-round picks. We actually own 3 second-round picks in this upcoming draft, but no first-round picks, and we could get one from Philly for Serge Ibaka. And I think that would be a smart move because I think Philly's got a chance to not be good again this year. That could be a lottery pick. And getting a lottery pick for Ibaka at this point seems like we would be maximizing his value. So let me know what you guys think of a deal like that. That is going to do it. Hope you guys did enjoy, and I will see you guys in the middle of the next season.